So, hello and welcome. I'm really happy to have you for the short interview. We are here in Galicia at the wine fair, but maybe you can explain me more about the wine fair, and maybe you can first of all introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you very much. I'm the general manager of Vinisterrae. This is a trade show that is specialized in wines from Galicia. Galicia is a region on the northwest of Spain, just on the top of Portugal. That is where I seated. And Ourense, the province of Galicia where we are today, has 4 different appellations of origin in wines, and together with another one in Galicia we have 5 different appellations of origin.
What makes the wine region Galicia so special, and what is the difference between Galicia region and the other parts of Spain?
Galicia, the most different thing we are going to find is our grapes, our varieties, the autorized varieties that the appellations of origin has on the wines are totally different because they are autochthonal, and they are totally different than the varieties we are going to find in other parts of Spain or even in Europe. For example, Albariño, Treixadura, Godello, these are our most recognized varieties of grapes. Galicia, most of all, is well known by the white wines, but in the last year we have to start the production of very good red wines as well.
Okay, and which is your favorite wine from the region? I mean, which grape is your flagship of the region?
Probably the flagship of the Galician wines in the past was Albariño, because the first appellation of origin that had a good position at the international markets was Rías Baixas. But in the last years we have a very good job recovering some other varieties, and Treixadura is the one that is the flagship of another appellation of origin, that is Ribeiro, here in Ourense. And one of the grapes that is very interesting now from our buyers is Godello. I started to taste wine with the Galician grapes, and so for me, for example, Godello or Treixadura are my best grapes.
You said the region is predicated for white wine because of the climatic. I mean here for 2 days now, and I've seen sometimes it's raining for a short time. We are really up to the mountains, and the weather is quite mixed every day. We have sun, we have clouds, we have rain. There's a really special climate here.
Yes, that is true anyway, that the climate is changing, and so that needs an effort from the winemakers to adapt to the new situation. But the climate in the different regions helped to the growth of the viticulture. But here, Galicia is a region where the Romans started with the viticulture thousands of years ago, and after that, the monks at the
created the wine culture.
Yeah.
Like the Benedictine monks.
Benedictine and Cistercienses, and next to under the protection of the big abbeys and monasteries, we have the long growth of viticulture. And nowadays we keep these traditions.
Sounds great. Can you tell us a bit more about the fair? We are on the Vinisterrae. It's like how many exhibitors you have, and are they all family wineries, or they have a cooperative, or how does it works? How you get the people together?
We have 55 exhibitors. As I told before, the difference of Vinisterrae is monographic on Galician wines, and most of our exhibitors are quite little companies, quite little wineries. The idea is to put in contact directly the producer with the possible potential hosted buyer. Of course, we have some large cooperatives, but most of the exhibitors are quite special products with short production. So we are talking about singular wines.
Okay, and it's this time it's the 8th exhibition of the Vinisterrae, so it's like it's a big investment for you, because all the buyers you have from all over the world, from China, from South of America and Europe, and especially me, for example, as a journalist. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for invitation. What will be the future plans for the fair?
Of course, the investment to invite these hosted buyers from 14 countries that we have represented at the fairs this year, from Asia to Europe, and of course America as well. Our idea is to work with some new markets that we could find interested in Galician wines. Traditionally, our wine producers and makers were thinking only on European markets because of the proximity or a tradition in the commercial exchange, but at the moment we are thinking about new markets, emerging markets, where the culture of wine is increasing now, and so we would have a new opportunity with wines that are quite fresh, Atlantic wines that are rather different from other that we could have at the international market.
Yesterday evening we had a dinner in a winery, and the main river that was really close to a river, it's called Minho, and it reminds me of the Douro River. It was really beautiful because all the terrace wineries on the left and right hand side, and you have the mountain view. It's quite amazing. It could be also a big topic for tourism.
Yes.
Is it already a hotspot for tourism, or is it already starting to growing for tourism?
We are starting in promoting enotourism in Galicia. The appellation of origin Rías Baixas is the one that has a tourism product with a quite good position, but we have some other regions that are really interesting. For example, Ribeira Sacra. You could have the possibility to visit today, and there we have another kind, also the river, with a very pronounced terrace, and there the winemakers promote heroic viticulture because of the inclination of the terrace is really impressive, and this is one of the best tourism products we have. But the other appellations like Ribeiro or Monterrey are also starting to push with their tourism projects. And there is another really interesting, that is the train of the wine. And we have twice a year some days that we could have the possibility to visit these regions by train and to have the visit to the wineries and a very good experience.
Like a boat trip or something like that would be interesting. You also have cooperation. That's what I like. It's not even the wine industry. You collect the tourism and the hotel and the local business all in once together. So you work all together for one growing area. That's really impressive. So what will us expect in the next days here? What did you plan to impress us more?
Our guess is that the hosted buyers that were invited had good contacts with our winemakers and to open new possibilities to have and to find Galician wines outside in different markets, and also to get a best position, because in most of the countries Galician wines are not very well known at the moment. So probably we need to push on promotion on this sector.
Okay, so we will have another tasting in a winery this evening, and in the next days also.
Yes, of course. Today there will be another visit to another winery with dinner, and tomorrow every day we are visiting another different region.
Wow!
One different region. Tomorrow another one. On Wednesday there will be a whole day tour to Monterrey. That is the youngest one of our appellations of origin.
Interesting. So a personal question, are you born here in this region? Are you grow up here because you have such a passion for the Galician wine region? I can tell that you're a local. So you never plan to go away from this area, I guess.
I have a very good combination between live and work here in such a place so calm and with a lot of quality of life like this, because Ourense has thermal water, good gastronomy, a lot of historical places, of course good wines, and to have the possibility to travel abroad to promote our projects, because this foundation, Expourense, is the foundation that organized Vinisterrae. We are a regional foundation of the government, and we work in promote the key sectors for our territory. So we have a project on health and thermal tourism, also gastronomy, even funeral sector, for example. We work in these international projects, so I have the possibility to travel abroad and to promote my region in different parts of the world, and this is a very satisfactory role.
Interesting. So it sounds really busy, so there's no need to escape from the region. Have you ever been to Berlin? Because I'm the Berlin wine pilot, and maybe you have some impressions about Berlin. Have you already been?
Yes, I used to visit Berlin every year during ITB, tourism trade show. And I love Berlin because it's a very international city. There are really historic as well places that transmit like a host to and a hospitality to the people that is that do you feel when you arrive to Berlin.
We have a big Spanish community in Berlin. It's amazing. What is about the political situation? My final question: you think it's a good time for the investment for supporting the wine region Galicia? In the moment, you might have subvention from the European Parliament, and you think it makes sense to be covered into these political moment?
Yes, I think so, because at the moment there are a lot of new people, young people, that is recovering the growth of the viticulture here in our region, and so they are thinking in new terms of marketing, and this is so important as the quality of wines, because the quality of wines should be good, but you need a vision to have a position in the market. And fortunately, we have now new young entrepreneurs on this, and our regional government is supporting this kind of investments, and there are also lines for the new international opportunities to look for new distributors. And,
which is the biggest market for Galician wines in the world? I mean, is Germany one of the top buying countries for your wine?
Yes, but I think that the first international market for our wines are United States, for the especially for Rías Baixas, because they have been many years ago pushing their product there. Also the Netherlands, because traditionally they are importing many agroalimentary products from Spain, and also Germany and United Kingdom are importing our wines. But we find that now at the moment it's not too easy to get new buyers in this market, because they have many brands positioned on the market, and to introduce a new brand is not so easy at this market. So most of opportunities are arriving from other countries where they are starting now to buying wine.
Okay, is this a topic in your region in Galicia to produce sustainable wines, like natural wines, orange wines, and maybe biodynamic wines, or you almost more on those conventional way of production?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have also some wineries that are under the protection of the organic wines production, and there are most of the wineries are working and have special products that could be really sustainable.
So thank you very much for having me. If you like, you can send a message to the people, to my fans of Berlin Wine Pilot, as a final statement. So I say thank you for having me, and if you like, you can say something short.
So it's a pleasure to receive Berlin Pilot here in Vinisterrae, and we invite for the followers and fans of Berlin Pilot to visit our region, to visit Galicia, and of course to taste our Atlantic wines that are a good, and I hope you had a good experience.
Thank you very much. Gracias.
Gracias.